Good evening. How are you doing? I'm in here working on prints and just coming on to catch up with you guys. It's been a while since I went late night. Hopefully you had a blessed, productive day and all is going in your favor. I know the machine is kind of loud. I'm going to move here in a second. Just double checking these prints. What you guys working on this evening? Anybody pressing up some shirts, doing some crafts? What's going on? On again. Andre Glenn, ain't talked to you in forever, bro. How you been? It's been in here gritting, man. Late night now. Thank you, thank you. That's because of this here humidity all over the place. Humidity is the main factor in the colors coming in right and that white passing white right. I just had an issue with those rollers back there. I had to stop and clean it because it was like leaving little specks on the film. But this is a learning curve for me, so I'm learning as I go and I'm trying to televise it all. Yes, 100 shirts front and back. Lord have mercy. Oh my goodness. Well, we can't complain, brother. It's work. It's for sure some good work, some good money. Yeah, that's how it be sometimes. Be honest with you, I ain't really been sleeping that well. I've been working through the night all the way back into the morning. Then starting it all back over again. With very, very little hours in between for rest. So I just had an issue with the rollers. See these little white specks right here? They came off the roller. And I was seeing if it affected the artwork, and it did. You can see it in some of the artwork. Like, you see them white specks right there? That was all solely off the roller. And I didn't catch it till it was too late. See how there's nothing in that one? Then you come back to this one. See those white specks? Yeah, this is a huge order. It is a nice order. The upside is it is a great order. It's a 240 foot order. The issue is I'm worried that when them rollers back there were dirty because I just cleaned them, that it might have got over a lot of the artwork. So hopefully I ain't just waste 240 feet. But I did spot some issues, like I said, right here from the rollers. It's just, I caught it too late. This one had actually ran through. This is like the fourth one of these. So I was over here ripping some artwork, getting some stuff ready to run the next one. And see, they're big rolls. I'm guessing it's for something. I don't know. One way or the other. But you see the artwork. It ain't got none of them white flakes in it. That's the issue I'm having right now. Currently just seen it when I got up and I was like, what is that white stuff on the film? Then I look back at those rollers. I'm like, oh my gosh. I actually thought about driving down to Canton to pick up an order for you today, for real. Well, you call me and let me know, brother, because it's like, what, 3 hours? And I will be back in Detroit. I did not know we was that close. Issues like that. See, it's just me. I just can't let it go. So I'm sorry I did just waste about 240 feet. But this right here is going to irk me. That and lines, banding lines. Like, to me, that artwork got to be crispy. Especially if you submitted it crispy. Bruh, let me know when you're coming down. For real. Make a day out of it. Take you to see some things. When is that next sneaker con? One just passed us, and it wasn't a sneaker con. It was like a Sneaker Freaks, it was the same thing though, almost the same thing. The next one is May 19th, and I will be there. Actually printing up some shirts now. I'm freezing up, my bad. I don't know why I'm on the iPhone. Could just be moving too fast. My bad. Alright, here's the moment of truth. Now I gotta take this off of here and see what's really messed up. You can kind of see it there too, look. That's from the roller, y'all. Tragic. Tragic, tragic, tragic. Oh. I'm pretty for sure I'm gonna have to print this whole daggone thing over again. That sneaker con was off the hook though, man. I seen some shoes in there that was like $6,500. I'm like, what the heck? And you can't even wear the shoes. That's the crazy part about it. The shoes is just for display only, but they were valued at $6,000. I'm like, man, I don't know if I'll buy some shoes just to look at, but then again, you never know. I just noticed I scooted the other pincher all the way over, so when this stops, I'm gonna have to adjust that. Yes, I'm glad I saw that too, but I'll be sitting here, I'm always analyzing the artwork because I love to see what everybody's bringing in, especially if it's crispy, if it's something nice that I haven't seen before. I'm definitely gonna be all over it, but I'm glad I caught it too because that's a horrible, horrible mistake to, let go. Have you worked with direct to film before or UV transfers at all? We actually do both. Dang. This just isn't, it's not on. It was kind of cool today too, y'all. How was y'all weather? That's the aftermath after I decided to clean the daggone roller. Well, after I noticed it. You guys have any questions, go ahead and ask them. I know that pincher's not scoot over. I'm about to scoot that over as soon as this daggone thing stops. I just noticed it wasn't on the roll. I guess that's from my aggressive cleaning of them rollers back there. You got an order in, Dre? If so, I ain't seen it. I get it knocked out. I'll be here all night. SneakerCon and the print shows is two different shows. Trust me, y'all. When you go, everybody is all worried about their shoes, really. But if you got a brand like I was saying earlier and it's popping, that sneaker community, they don't care. They will spend them bucks ASAP. Now I gotta do this. Go through this whole order. Like I'm gonna show y'all. This is a better way of seeing it. That's crazy. All right, take a look at this. Them white chips is definitely not supposed to be there. That's the original. That's what it's supposed to look like. For a minute, I thought I was tripping when I seen that white stuff on there. And yes, it's a 240 inch. I said 240 foot. 240 inch. Might have to be reprinted. It's almost like it's every other one. Tragic. No, I had to get it from somewhere else. It's a long story. They charge too much. But this was a last minute order for tomorrow morning. Woo! And I just got the artwork corrected. This Lord have mercy. I know how them be. Brother, no need to explain. I know how them be. So the good news is I caught that back there. The bad news is I gotta reprint it, man. I want to get on to the next order, but I gotta get this knocked out. This order is due in the morning. As soon as I do this nozzle test, I'm gonna scoot this back over. I moved it when I was wiping off the rollers. Forgot to put it back. See what this is talking about. Can you stop the machine and clean the rollers? Yep, that's what I did. When I had seen it originally, I stopped the machine and I cleaned those rollers. Unbeknownst to me though, it had did that already to the print that I already went through. And I literally caught it within the last, I caught it when it was up here. About right here. As you can see, that's like dag near the beginning of the roll. And it goes on backwards, so it was too late when I had cleaned it. So I just wasted 240 inches. Got some misses in them lines right there. You can see some misses in the blue and in the white. Let's do a normal clean. Let's do 2 normal cleans and get back to printing. Man, I hate that overnight, Dre. That was probably a head buster too, man. Lord, overnight like that, just getting the artwork. Lord, I know your pain. I know your struggles. We're gonna clean, normal. Yeah, the machine can definitely be stopped. It can be paused. You can maintenance it. It actually will stay in the same place and continue if there was like a malfunction or something wrong. Has an emergency button on this machine. I actually have had to hit it twice. This thing right here to just shut everything down, which doesn't ruin the machine, thank God. It just pauses the whole machine. I had some run-ins with this bad boy right here. It's definitely a learning curve, and I still don't know half of it. I'm still learning. I haven't really got to switch out none of these components up here. My partner has, though. He switched out the print head several times, some different wires, and some of these different belts have been switched out. It's a lot of maintenance. But once you start doing it, you kind of know what's going out, where it's going out, and you're able to identify those problems. But as you can see, this machine had been through World War and back. We had the white bust on top of that belt back there, which I seen in a video with Merch Studios. I don't know if you guys know who Merch Studios is, but he had a video where the white just started spraying on that belt back there. Turns out there was a pinhole in one of these lines, well, the white line basically, and it was up there, and that's behind where that belt is at. White was just sloshing, going everywhere, looking crazy. So this machine definitely has been up and down and through there a couple of times, I guess to say. Let me scoot this over. The reason these guys are important is because, one, it ensures that this isn't running off. Sometimes if you don't line the transfer paper up with the rollers correctly, it will tend to walk off, causing issues. Had that happen. I don't know, it's been a lot of stuff that happened to me. Or I should say to us up in here. All right, we did one clean. Let's do another one. Basically, I'm doing these two normal cleans so I don't have those misses in those colors or those lines that you guys just seen. If you guys got questions, go ahead and ask. I'm just walking you through what it is that you're looking at and what I'm doing. I'm gonna clean normal. I always do two cleans, whether it's a weak, normal, or a strong, because that tends to bring the colors back if the colors go out. And this ain't bad, y'all. On a bad day, you'll see like, let me see, you'll see half of that. You'll see a whole bunch of misses in these colors. You'll see a whole bunch of misses in these whites. And then this line right here, the test strip is like an indicator that there's something wrong with it. That's a smart machine. Just gifted. Hey, what's going on with you? Just gifted. Trying to think of your other name right now. I know who you are because I know that picture. Precious Pieces. Did you switch up on me? Or am I wrong? I may be wrong. But anyhow, I was just explaining some of the things that went wrong with this daggone machine. Like I just sat up here and printed a whole 240 inches to find out that I got to reprint it because of this. That's the last thing you want, is to pass off something bad, you know? See if this thing cleaned again. It did. Now we're just gonna run something. For my DTF printers, they would probably be like, just run another nozzle check. That's not the case. That doesn't always work. And I found that if you run something like a store or something, or just something that you have, then colors will come right back. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm printing something that just hangs in the store, or that can go in a dollar pile. That way I'm not wasting it. By the way, on my website, I will be having mystery boxes you guys will be able to purchase. And it'll have some different prints, random prints, I should say. And I was thinking about doing like, I'm not too sure. I just know I want my website to be completely different than what's out there. So I am going to offer the UV transfers, which if you don't know what UV is, just ask me, I'll let you know. And I'm also going to offer these DTF transfers. I'm getting ready to hit 5,000 subs on YouTube. So if you're not sub, please, 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 please sub so we can get up over that 5,000. I will be giving away a $100 gang sheet of DTF and a $100 gang sheet of UV. Also, we have a reward, well, I should say like a group thing going on in the transfer squad. If you don't know, Squad Creative Podcast, I'm sorry, y'all, I will keep explaining. Squad Creative Podcast has changed over to Transfer Squad on Facebook. We will be having our giveaway, our first giveaway here pretty soon. The Transfer Squad is basically the same as Squad Creative Podcast, just with a little twist. We're bringing our information from DTF transfers and from UV transfers to the group, answering questions, asking questions, and just showing the process of printing. And of course, giving away free transfers. So if you're not in the Transfer Squad on Facebook, head on over there, please join. I did a lot of weeding out of some manufacturers and other things that had got into the group. Seek and I have been actively working to get it back up and running. Dang, I'm salty about this, y'all. Look at that. Sheesh. 240 inches down the drain. Don't really got a tripod, so I'm just sitting y'all where I can sit you. My bad. What's going on? If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. It's Late Night Grit. I'm in here printing and talking with y'all. Chatting it up with y'all. Yes, y'all, it's a mess right now. I gotta clean up tonight before I get up out of here. Let's see if these colors came back. Hey, Precious Pieces, that wasn't you? Nicole, oh my gosh. All right, Nicole, my bad. So I was close, okay? How much will the mystery boxes cost? They're going to start at $10. They're going to go all the way up to about $200. You might just win $500 gift certificate towards whatever UV or DTF transfers. Or I might have like, hold on one second. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Just want to check on this. All right, that strip's looking good. Did I print enough? Let's do another check. Hold on, I'm gonna answer that question about the gift boxes and get more in detail. Let me do some things real quick. I gotta get her back running because I just ran a whole 240 inches for no daggone reason. Come on. But back to the gift boxes. So there might be different things in there. You might win like a $500 gift card to the store where you can purchase virtually anything in the store. Or some other things that I may have as I try to entice other printing companies to join in with me for these giveaways. Alright, so, alright. We're not missing much in this one. Got that little miss up there. We got a miss in the blue. Should be able to run it. I love winning. Hey, everybody gonna have a chance to win. Trust me. And the transfer squad, if you would like for immediate win, because I'm debating if we're gonna do it twice a month or however we're gonna do it. Right now, like I said, we're going over everything with Seek and Die pretty much. So dang, I gotta reprint this, y'all. That sucks. That whole sheet gotta be reprinted. Just set me back about 20 minutes. Bing. All right. Good on powder, yes. Scoop, scoop, scoop. I'm gonna show some of the stuff that's in the store that I'm thinking about doing. Make sure all is good before I walk away this time. Rollers is clean, so I ain't got that issue no more. Fix that real quick. All right, there we go. Now we looking like we supposed to on both sides. So you really have to watch the job closely. Yes, my partners beg to differ. They say you don't have to be all up on it. But had I not been all up on it, somebody would have received this. Hold on, let me see where it's at. And would have been asking for a refund. Like, that wasn't in my print. So I am constantly hovering over the machine and I'm always looking. With the launch of Crispy Prints, it's just that. Dre can testify, I guess, up here on the, not should say testify, but he can speak on what the transfers is like. Just when it comes to me, I super hone in. I've seen problematic DTF transfers. I've gotten problematic DTF transfers, one being under cure, two just like feathering lines, just things that I've went through myself that I'm definitely not trying to give to the public. So hence the term Crispy Prints. Your boy is watching them like a hawk. But let's get back to this giveaway. So I might throw like a couple of these UV transfers or something in on my website, mixed in with like a tumbler or a cup or a hat or just something. Like whatever you spend, you're definitely gonna make your money back. Now, how you do it, that's gonna be completely up to you. I'm just gonna give you the tools. Now, if you utilize it and make some real money back, then that's what this is for. But you can see like different UV transfers that's out. Not all of this will be offered on my website. My website will definitely be a little bit unique. Crispy Prints will definitely have some stuff that's not normal. For instances, I will be doing like seasonal just drops, different clothes that I make that will probably come out once and then never come out again, but it's just because I do brands. I like to make shirts. I like to make custom one-on-one shirts. And I would love to offer that on my website. I hate wasting material, time, and money, but 20 minutes is not too bad. There you go. That's how I look at it too. It's the bright way. I stopped something for potentially getting out there, ruining the name. Um, the only real cost I would say that just really suck right now with that is the film. This film is rather expensive, and then of course the white, but I'm not going through as much white because the white is toned back. I mean, to y'all, it probably can't even really tell on the camera. It probably just look like it's a whole bunch of white, but it's not. See within that light right there? That's a thin pass of white over top of that color. Just enough to cover it, so when you go to press it, it looks right, like it's supposed to. But not so thick on your shirt that it feel like it's smothering you to death. So it actually looks thicker up there than when it comes to the dryer. Now that's the color on the opposite side. Alright, so see? It ain't that bad. And white goes over everything. When I say it goes over everything, it literally, it's in every image. There's white. Yes, a lot of people either don't care what your prints look like, or they don't really know how to operate their DTF printer. I've been on both sides of that field, both sides of that sword. Like I said, y'all, I can't claim to be nothing other than a person learning how to do this stuff right now. As far as all of the electrical go and adding components to the machine, I'm learning like as they learn, as stuff goes out. That fuse box that went out about a good 10 times. Well, why would that fuse box keep going out? Because every time we would just turn off the machine, we didn't turn off the preheat, the oven dry, the vacuum, the powder clear, the exhaust fan, or the step auto. These are all separate things that draw from that fuse box. So if you shut this down without shutting all of this down, every time you turn that on, all of this is being turned on. This is different stuff within the machine, within this big machine. For instance, the powder clear. Well, that's that thing that's down there paddling on the inside, knocking that transfer. So it's knocking all the loose dust off of there. But then you go to the vacuum, which is another major thing. That vacuum holds that transfer to that actual belt so it can carry it through. There are some instances when you're first starting it and you put too much of that direct-to-film powder down in there, it will pull that transfer back. So vacuum, you definitely need your vacuum. Hold on, y'all, I'm gonna get right back to it. So basically, you have to shut all of this stuff off before you even hit that switch. If not, guess what? You'll be replacing this for us, I think that's about the 20th time. For the 21st time. So when I say I'm new to this, y'all, I started last August. And last August, it wasn't this machine. If you can go back on my YouTube channel, I don't even know if that 3300 is up there. I think I took that whole machine down. But prior to that, I don't think I had any direct-to-film videos on my channel. And at that time, my homeboy that's running the shop with me actually was doing L1800s. He had them all over the place. He had like 9 or 10 of them. And he just kept having different issues with like the color, banding, print heads going out. Anybody that rocked any of them L1800s know what I'm talking about. And I was against it the whole time, really. I didn't want to have nothing to do with direct-to-film printing. But, be it as that it may, I felt like if I didn't jump into it, I was just going to get left behind. I've gotten left behind before. When this stuff first came out, this direct-to-film, there was so many people talking about, let's get the powders, let's get the inks, let's get the films, let's sell all of that stuff. It's a quick way to get rich. Quick way to get rich. Quick way to get rich. My only problem was I didn't know how it operated. I didn't know the lastability of it, and I was scared to put my name behind it. There's nothing wrong with a converted machine as long as that converted machine is truly working. You know what I'm saying? If it's not working and you out here just selling whatever to God knows who for your reputation. So with that being said, I didn't want to hop into it. Just if you're doing a great job, I greatly appreciate you, Just Gifted. Steve the Lego, yo, do you remember me? Probably do remember you. The thing is we're on the interwebs right now, and I'm talking about this. So right now, I'm drawing this blank. Help me remember you. Greatly appreciate you being back on here. I know it's your second time on here today, as this is my second live today. And I'm gonna roll this up real quick, then we'll get back to talking. Is there anybody else out there that does direct-to-film printing? Or do you use direct-to-film transfers? I would like to know what are some of your pros and cons with direct-to-film transfers. I can tell you some of mine, but I'm biased. Give me some pros and cons about direct-to-film transfers, please. How long was your training session with the company? The company came with this machine. Wasn't no company training. They gave us like a 2-week class. The originators of this machine. I ain't gonna put no names out there. We cool now, but there wasn't no training. They gave you like a 2-hour disc to watch, and it was supposed to help you put this whole machine together and learn how to print and all of that fascinating stuff. If you wanted somebody to come on-site training, it cost $3,500, and you needed to purchase that when you purchased the machine. This machine, like I said, was by default another company, well, the same company making the first machine that we got, which was obsolete, better. So you could thank them, and you could still be like, dang, y'all did me dirty at the same breath. But it is what it is. Can't cry over spilled milk. I'm still training. Leave it to me, I'm still training. I don't consider myself knowing no more than the next person. I know how to press print. I know how to identify a problem. That's more than what I know. I could tell you if some banding is getting ready to occur. I could possibly tell you how to bring the color back. That's about all your boy know. And I've been trying to actually document this, like my journey as far as direct-to-film, because I know it's a lot of people that's not in this position, that want to be in this position, but are unsure. I was one of the people that was unsure. Still am unsure. I would love to just purchase a whole bunch of these, a fleet of these. However, the problems, and then no two machines are alike. It could be the same machine, same person made both machines. Both machines were completely opposite. One print the colors you want, the other one won't print the same colors. Then you got to get some extra equipment to line. It's a lot. It's a lot. I don't want to turn nobody away from it neither. It's definitely a challenge if you're up for it, if you're mechanically fine, or if you just got some money to waste. In other words, I know a lot of us that's doing this ain't got money to waste. We doing this to make side money. So I just know when one of these components go out, we be like this. Is it one of the main components? Like main component, I'm gonna say a print head. All right, that little box right there, that holds the set of white print heads. That one little box. Then there's another print head in the back, which is color. So up front is white and the back is color. This just one set. This one set go out. You're looking about what, 14 and 14. You're looking about $4,000 for one set, right? Another $4,000 if this was set up all bad. Print head strikes everywhere. That means both whites get hit, both colors get hit. You would be spending like 6 G's to get some new print heads. This machine requires, well, I don't know if it requires. I can't even honestly say that 1,000%. What came in machine, I could tell you, was the IXP something something something, which is like the best print head for Epson. The #1 print head for Epson. The one that's in their sublimation printers and all the other printers that people then took apart and put stuff to. So yeah, I always go back. Oh, my bad, y'all, the light ain't on, but I always go back and just look. So this way, when we say it's your artwork, we for sure know it's your artwork, or if it's our machine. Especially if I'm in here print, I'm looking at every. I'm looking at everything, even real life pictures. I want to know how that color is gonna come in. I want to make sure ain't no bandit. I can't say that everybody do this, but just know I'm gonna do it. Crispy Prince is gonna do it, and I'm gonna continuously bring videos over this machine until I learn this machine front and backwards, and all the problems that come with it. I'm gonna share with y'all. It didn't used to look like that. That looked like a horrific mess back there. But after that white line exploding back there, like I told y'all, that fell on them belts, a couple of print head changes. Hey, she running. She doing what we need her to do. Now, when the next machine come in, I guess we'll be a little bit more cleaner. Won't be freaking out. See, a lot of that back there is from freaking out. Like, I don't know what's going on. Hopefully something ain't, kill the machine. And y'all want to know what else happened to me the other night? I was in here printing. It was late, like how it is right now. I'm hearing some thunderstorm. I'm like, okay, it's gonna thunderstorm. Then I see the rain. I'm like, okay, it's raining kind of hard. Then all of a sudden, the power went off in the middle of this excuse my language, in the middle of this daggone thing printing. Whew! I always was told, if your electricity go out while your direct-to-film printer is printing, it's a wrap. Whatever technologies that the people that actually built this machine, they did it right, because it stopped, it reset itself. When the power came back on, it asked if I would like to pick up or if I would like to basically restart. So that caught the power surge, which was like, whew. Because, man, that would have bunched up underneath there. It would have been all bad. I felt like I was yelling, so I came out here to chat with y'all real quick. So, Nani, my journey of training, I'm still training. I'm still actively training, all right? I'm sorry to drag that all the way out. Does your machine vent to keep you safe? So, that actual pipe back there that we're going to go back to is what's actually keeping me safe. The oscillating fan and their little thing that they had on the inside of that machine, no, it will not keep you safe. It will not help you breathe better, and it will cause issues. A lot of people recently have come on the internet and start talking about the powder, which I don't want to get into because it's just a finicky situation. To each their own. What I'm gonna tell y'all is, don't drink the powder. Don't sit there and consume the powder. Don't blow it up in the air. Like, don't do none of that. All right. It's glue. It's what it is. That powder is glue. So you could just about imagine if you were to inhale that, or if you were to get that inside your system somehow, that could cause a real issue. Now, y'all, I'm not in here with face mask and gloves on 24/7. However, the day that the powder does come, because we get like 5 and 10 pound bags of powder, I do put what's in them? I call them the COVID mask, y'all. I'm sorry, I don't know the name of them. Well, I'll put the COVID mask on, and I put some blue gloves on, and I'll pour it into this little tub right there. See that yellow tub up underneath there? We pour it into there. That's so the powder's not airborne. It's a mess in here, y'all. It's because it's just been in here gritting. And try to keep that down to a minimum. Right now, there is a little haze in the air, but I can honestly say it's 1,000% this. It's this right here. This pipe that I was just referring to, or what you were just talking about, this takes all them fumes and it forces it out. We have another fan, or another pipe on the bottom of this machine that originally came with this machine that also goes out. There's a drain valve down there, bottom for the glycol. Anybody know what I'm talking about? It's like this sticky liquid that you need to drain off. You'll get buckets full of that stuff. But as far as fumes in here and my breathing, all this is sucked up in through there, so I'm not too worried. Now, before this whole system was in here, I can honestly say it was never this clear in here. And I don't know how clear it looks to y'all on the phone, but it's pretty clear in here, with the exception of this. And then when we turn them all the way on missing right now, it's just blowing air. And the ones on in the back over there. Humidity is the number one thing to keep this machine running. Without the right humidity, you will not be able to get your colors to perform. Your colors will be banding. They will be off color. You'll just be having so many different issues. The problem being that print head has to stay moist. As long as that daggone thing is printing, it needs to be moist. Late night, what is going on with you? I haven't seen you in forever. That's what have been messed up. Yeah. Is PNG the best way to send our PNG or PDF? We always gonna say PNG or PDF. However, I've seen some PNGs that's kind of like, how in the world did that get through there? With the jag, you know, the little background remover action. So on my artwork, I save at like, I used to save my artwork at 300 DPI. But since I've been using Affinity, I'll knock that all the way up to 4, sometimes 500 DPI. Because I want the clearest of the clearest. And I'm going to always shout this. Super Color, I appreciate y'all. Because I was handing them some mess, and they was making it marvelous for me, and they never told me. I didn't know I was handing them mess until I actually got behind the operator seat and started seeing, oh, no, this what Silhouette stuff look like? Oh, Lord Jesus. No. The Canva free version, why is it so blurry? Them picture within the picture moments are where it's not crisp. You ain't seeing those fine lines. Your artwork is bad. And it's harder, it's easier to say to a person that's been doing this, trust me, because I've been doing this for a while. I thought Silhouette was the truth. So when I was starting to submit them orders for my Silhouette Design Studio Business Edition, I'm like, I know my artwork is on point. I know my artwork is on point. Jason be like, Mike, come look at this artwork. I get up from my computer that usually be sitting right here, my desktop, and I go look at the artwork over there. I be like, that ain't what I just sent you. I sent you over something crispy. He be like, nah, that's that program. You'll notice it because we have AI on here, and I don't like AI, y'all. I can't get jiggy with AI. I like Affinity over AI. Maybe it's because it's too many buttons, but we bring everything over here. Like, there's been a couple of customers that actually thought we were lying about the artwork. But what we do is we download it from here. We'll bring it on over here. This is AI. So if your artwork is truly, truly vector as you say it is, I should be able to zoom in on this and not have no distortion or nothing wrong with the details of your artwork if it's truly vector. But, man, trying to tell a customer that, especially if they're operating solely off their phone, they're like, no, it's your machine, it's the colors, it's this, it's that. No, it's that artwork. To the point that I think on their website and as far as mine, like, you won't be able to even upload an image if the artwork's not above 300 DPI. Like, crispy prints, I'm trying to bring crispy prints, y'all. So with that, there's a quality, a diminished quality. Like, you can mark it on your end, like on the website, what you'll accept and what's the lowest you'll accept. For the program that's being ran here, it has to be 300 DPI. You'll thank me later. So if you are using Silhouette, I found that going in and resizing it, because it will, once you send it over on the gang sheet, it will come over stupid big. Unless you mark, hey, I saved this 22 by 24. Those that have the Silhouette Pro, your mat size is able to go 24 by 24, so you can save it a little bit bigger. Or if you don't have that, you just got the Cameo, your mat size I think is like 12 by 24. So you can definitely send over a 12 by 24. But if you were to do it off of a Silhouette and save it as a PNG, I will also put somewhere on that 12 by 24 sheet, this was the dimensions, because then we could just type it in over here on in AI, and it'll actually come up that way. But if we don't do it that way and we just upload it, it's gonna come over the size of a 14X t-shirt, and we ain't gonna know what size it was supposed to be. That's just the silhouette. And like I said, the unpaid version of Canva and the unpaid version of background removal. Now the paid version of Canva works pretty good. I done seen a lot of people submit some stuff. Alright. Alright, let me set y'all up here. Y'all got any more questions? I'm here for a minute. I'm about to attack. Y'all gonna attack and close it up. Please hit that like button. Let you two know that we rocking with each other. We've been rocking with each other. And if you're not following us over there in the Squad Creatives, head on over there. Like I said, we are back, but it's known as the Transfer Squad. And we are actively about to have a giveaway. So get on over there, say something on that post, so you can get your name up on that wheel. And for those that's already purchased transfers, please post something over there in the Transfer Squad. You know? Greatly, greatly appreciate it. I need to do some more detailed YouTube videos on things to look out for when purchasing DTF transfers. This will be some stuff y'all would miss and not even know. Some stuff y'all need to be looking out for. Like under-cured transfers. Alright, so here's the second printing of that 240-inch gang sheet. Since I just wasted 240 inches, this time, none of the problems. And I'm 100% sure because I've been watching it since I started printing. So when you change the film out, those rollers up there that I was showing you guys that actually push this transfer through, sometimes there's this white chalky powder on the inside of these, on the inside of the film, and that roller just picks it up. I think that, and then the fact that the humidity is always up there, them rollers can become a little bit moist, so it kind of picks that up. It's fortunate I caught that. I do have a take-up reel. We just never used it. I ain't never used it since we had it on here. It ain't even hooked up. But the take-up reel, I'm kind of glad we don't use that take-up reel. This kind of forces you to get up and look at some stuff. I tell you another nightmare that's happened to me is it'll be printing fine just like this. Go do something, come back, and it'll still be looking fine. But somewhere along the way, don't know when, don't know how, either a color dropped out or something got on the transfer. That'd be the worst. Especially when you done locked it, especially when you getting ready to shut the machine down and you think you done for the night, and you go over to do that last look and you be like, oh my God. Then you have to do another 240 inches all over again. It sounds like you have a good understanding of your equipment. What about artwork created in Adobe Photoshop? Adobe Photoshop is definitely exceptional. Like I said, that's what we actually check it in as Adobe. This is the whole suite. Just got Photoshop. They got all of them. There was only one issue with that, and it came to when they were uploading their pre-made gang sheet from their AI. When you upload that pre-made gang sheet from AI, if your dimensions is off or if you compress the file, somewhere along the way, it does not come over to us right. So we always advise people to actually build on the gang sheet builder. Hold on 1 second, y'all. This is the wife. Hello? Yes. Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. Probably Amazon or something. Oh, you did? Well, what are you doing? Yeah, I've been sent it to you. Yes, it is. Mm. Dag on it. Yeah, it is. Right. That they are. Yeah. Yeah. Hopefully y'all don't fall from here. I'll be here probably like another hour or so. I'll give up. Yeah. My bad, y'all. Okay, when the wife called, got an answer. Has some things going on. Normally I try to get up off the phone, but you know what? It is what it is. So I had to put y'all on the charger because y'all was getting ready to die. I kind of forget where I left off. I did show y'all that nozzle test when we did come back to it. So let me see what's going on. What about creative art? Yes, that's what we was talking about. Adobe, number one. The thing is, I don't know about this is just lack of knowledge on my part. I can't say for everybody. This is just for me. I'm not sure what it is when people upload a pre-made gang sheet. Sometimes the images come over crazy. They may be small. They may, like I said, it just doesn't look right. So what I tend to tell folks is, go to the website, submit your image in that gang sheet builder. You can see right there in live time what it looks like. And the same gang sheet builder will be on my website. I'm talking about Vinyl Supply Unlimited's website for those that have purchased off of me and know what I'm talking about. Those are getting ready to purchase off of me. The gang sheet builder is going to be on my website. Let's say I want to do, I don't know, we'll do something like this. I want this Stillers logo. So I got a PNG from Etsy or wherever. I'm going to download that into the actual gang sheet builder from off of your computer. You can do it on the phone. We don't suggest that you do it on the phone. The spacing be all out of whack. It's kind of hard. Some people can get in there and pinch that and you know, move and maneuver, but I don't know. I haven't had much luck with it on the phone, so I wouldn't advise anybody to just use a phone to upload artwork to get printed. The crystal clear your quality is, how crispy your image is exactly how it will be printed. So Nani, I got a little understanding. I don't have full understanding, not yet. I could, if it sound different, I could let you know about time. And the same with this machine right here that's in front of y'all. This is the UV printer, which I'm not printing any UVs tonight. I could have, but we had enough DTF prints. I wasn't trying to watch both stations. So tomorrow when I come in here, I'm gonna press up the rest of McKinley Pups, the lady softball team. Hopefully those shirts come in. Probably still will be running some more prints and probably utilizing some of these UVs. I haven't made a lot of UV videos, but have any of you guys ever used UV DTF chambers? So I'm not sure if you guys caught it. And with me bringing this up, hold on one second. white, actually. Y'all know 12 Vaughn Apparel, aka Seek. He has actually, his wife made a video with using UVs, rhinestones, and nail polish and made these slick cold nails. I've never seen it done before. That's why I'm asking if any of you guys have ever used UV. I would like to know what you would use it for. I've used it on keychains, I've used it on cups, I've used it on book bags, I got it on the side of my truck. One thing I haven't put it on is a hat or a card yet. But I'm interested in, you know, what you guys would use. Pay attention to them, you can't lose. Can't lose. I was going to do some pre-made artwork, but I'm like, I don't think I'm going to do it. I think you should be able to upload what it is that you want. These are full fronts, or backs and fronts. Some of what I sold at SneakerCon, which, y'all, SneakerCon is a blast. It's like I said earlier, it's a little bit different than the print industry. It's a lot different than the print industry. Ain't nothing close nor the same with the print industry and the shoe. You would think it was, but it ain't. The cool thing is if you got the right colors, no matter what the transfer is, they can match it right to their shoe. See, I be watching like the little shoe stuff, so I kind of know some of the newer shoes that's going out, especially since I'm doing pop-ups at SneakerCons and different events. You guys have any more questions? What are you guys working on? How is the weather? How is your day going? How is your week going? Is your year going the way that you wanted it to go? I could say 2024 has definitely been eventful, very emotional, and it's been one heck of a roller coaster thus far for me. On top of learning this and UV and everything else. You were on my live earlier, we talked about Econo Transfer too. Their new glow-in-the-dark puff, which is right there. I'll show you guys in a second. Super crispy. What kind of printer am I working with? That's at Stacy. That is I don't know, 24-inch DTF printer. I think it's called the Goliath or something. I really ain't gonna promote the company because we'll talk about it another time. Just that glow in the dark right here, y'all. Puff. Have you seen it? Have you used it yet? This just came out from Econo. Shout out to you, James. Greatly appreciate you. Definitely gonna hop into that. Make something unique, one of a kind with this glow in the dark puff. They really is killing the game with the puff because they got 142 different flavors. Where's the link to your Facebook group? I don't think I have it in there, but if you search Transfer Squad, you will see it as a private group. TRANS for FER Squad, SQUAD. Precious Pieces, you in the Transfer Squad or are you in Squad Creators Podcast? If you're in Squad Creators Podcast, the name has just been changed to Transfer Squad. We're back in there. I want to do lives in there, but for some odd reason it will not let me go live on that Facebook group. I used to do lives all the time in there. And I actually want to bring people on camera, ask them, you know, go back to the interview kind of style of things and get to know people via the web and what it is that they do. I've used UV on cups only. They're great on cups. They look fabulous. I'll bring a cup in here. Thought I might have had a cup in here somewhere. I did. They could turn any cup out, like literally. They are great on cups. Great on pretty much anything. The bad part is if you don't lay it down right and you get a crinkle in there, it's all bad. UV is like a one and done. You can't put it on something, take it off, and then put it back on. It ain't gonna never work. Alright, so here's that 240 inches all over again. And I know it's right this time. I'm not going to have to worry. Y'all know one time I gave somebody, like, I had the same mess up. Well, not the same mess up, but there was a similar mess up one time. And it was like about this big. So instead of throwing out the 240 inches, I'm like, oh, shoot, I might as well just give it to the customer because, hey, they might use it. Unbeknownst to me, they was upset that their artwork was messed up. And I was like, you know what, I'll never do that again. Valuable lesson learned. I thought I was helping them out. Maybe they could experiment with it, but it just went left. People just wanted something to complain about. I thought press send earlier. Oh, no, you good. Shoot. I appreciate you just even, you know, responding. Pear Duck, what is going on with you? How are you today? I only use them for the family. So, UVs are so commonly used. They're on ink pens. They're on the back of your brand new cars. They're on cars. There's actual logos that we just didn't, I don't know, I never knew. I knew after examining further and then seeing some car lots ask for these, but I didn't know that's what they were using them for. Sometimes when you get your little Kia Sport and then it has the company name like Lincoln Town Cars or whatever it is, Little Detroit Wacom Ford or something, it'll have it on the back. I thought it was just like regular decal. Here it was UV. Why UV? Because UV is hard to come off of a clean surface. If it's adhered properly, UV can last a long, long time. I am good. But what exactly do you do with this machine and stuff? What I do with this machine is I produce transfers. So direct to film transfers. I used to do vinyl. These would be several different layers. Now we can get it printed down to one layer. No knock on vinyl, because I know a lot of people use that slang for, I don't want to weed vinyl. I don't have a problem weeding vinyl. Your boy still weed vinyl to this day. I actually use vinyl and DTF together. These machines that you are seeing behind me, one is the direct-to-film printer. That's that big thing back there. It's actually printing the transfer that I just showed you. I would take you down from up here, but my phone is dead, so I can't actually move it. It's charging right now. As it's being printed, it's being cured and dried. I'm cutting it off, and I'm actually fouling it for the customers to come up and pick up tomorrow, or if it's a shipped order. Basically, just keeping this machine running. That's what pays the bills right now. That's what pays a lot of people right now. Any other questions, Paired Up? Greatly appreciate you asking questions. I just learned this machine. I don't fully know this machine, so I don't claim to be an expert on it. I can only answer questions that for the things that I've been through with the machine, I guess. It's just another tool in a tool belt for the printing industry. machine. This machine right here produces UVs, which is the opposite of this. UVs do not require heat. They can stick to almost anything. They're impenetrable once you do them right, if you do them right. If you adhere them right. Now, if you don't, you're going to have some issues and some other problems. I just submitted a request to join the Facebook group. It asks if I'm willing to help you grow. How can I help you grow? Spread the message. So before the Squad Creators podcast got out of hand, my partner and I and a couple of other people were actually, we would drop information. That's where the Squad Creators podcast originated. We would actually have interviews and talk to different people within the industry, no matter how big, no matter how small, just to see how they got started in the industry and if their story could inspire somebody else. The group was solely based off of information. It's like an information help group for brand new printers that's been in the game, and just people that just want to overall share information. However, it got out of hand. People were inboxing people to sell them things. And pretty much the group just went left. So I kept trying to bring it back on track. Matter of fact, I gotta say shout out to Squirrel Prince, because she also kept trying to bring it back. I gotta say shout out to Mac the Goon McCray. I gotta say shout out to Seek 12 Lone Apparel, James Paddy, some of the original administrators or mods in this group. It just became overfilled with manufacturers. So the group has been down for, I want to say, about 8 months. The group never disappeared, it just took it down so people couldn't post comments. I've been going through there trying to weed out all the manufacturers and the people that ain't got nothing better to do but to troll folks and harass people. So now the group has came back. It's just now opened up with, I want to say about a month ago. And we're talking about transfers. There will be only one seller in the group. That will be me or Seek. And we will be pushing transfers, DTF and UV. And I might put some of my limited drops on there. He may put some of his limited drops on there. And then we're going to continue to pump information. Everything I'm pumping on my YouTube channel, I'm trying to bring to that squad. Like how I talked about the lines and different issues. Just pretty much day in and day out printing and the things one would go through with printing, with direct-to-film, or with, you know, and any tips. If people got any questions that they wanted to be answered, like, what do you suggest, what do you recommend, how long you been doing this, we there for that. General help group. I'm not trying to force feed transfers to everybody. I am going to be showing what they should look like and how they should perform. So as before I was saying, it was an information group. A lot of people took advantage of that because it was an informational group. We didn't allow no selling whatsoever. And you learn a lot real quick. Like, man, this is a full-time job, having to babysit a whole group of people that you would think is adults. I'll say all that to say this. That's why I'm asking for help now. I'm looking for people that's just genuinely there, that want to learn and that genuinely want to help people. All right. But I will be doing a whole bunch of giveaways. As far as the print go, 1 week I might give away a whole bunch of vinyl. Next week I might give away some direct-to-film, like, I don't know, $200 or $300 worth of credit for UV or DTF or challenge or mystery box. Maybe I get 5 people to buy a mystery box, and they're going to get their worth in that mystery box. But whoever creates the best out of the mystery box I gave them may receive an additional reward. These are all things I have to work out on top of everything else that I got going on. I'm just truly excited to see that the Transfer Squad is back. We're going to be here for the information, no foolery, and pretty much bring y'all along the ups and downs, everything. So when it starts sounding different at any point in time, I can tell y'all. That's why I just walked away. Suction sounded a little weird. I got tape on the end of this belt. Sometimes if the transfer like comes through crinkle, it will catch that tape and it will sound weird. Pear duck, I'm good. 90's journey. Okay, willing. I will definitely accept it. Give me a little bit of time. I'm about here, I think, in like another hour. Probably like a half hour now because it's 11. I greatly appreciate you, 90's Journey, for asking questions. And anybody that's new here, please subscribe. I am so close to 5,000. Once I get over that 5,000 subscriber, definitely doing the giveaway on YouTube. It'll be either $100 to both or $250 for one. I'm not too sure yet exactly how I want to do it, but I am going to do it live. I'm going to announce it so the world can see. And I always appreciate you guys. I like 2019 when I first got on this YouTube, it was just solely to teach my daughter how to put a custom shirt together, how to make sure that the vinyl is laid down right, how to layer the vinyl, how she can make some money while she was in high school going into college. Turned out into me actually becoming a full-time YouTuber. A lot of folks say that they don't like doing this, they're just doing it for a check. Blase this, blase that. Mike Thompson, I enjoy doing this. So when somebody be like, yeah, you like making videos, or you like it, yeah, I do. You know why? Because I think this information is valuable. And what if you ain't the next basketball player? What if you ain't the next president? What if your life is really, really hard and you had thought you had found every way except for this way? This way, to me, the most simplest thing, I don't even think it costs a lot of money. Because now you can go to the libraries and rent a heat press. You got an iron at home. You got determination in your body. You're going to make this work. What I'm saying is I started this with very minimal. I think an Amazon heat press for about $200. A roll of vinyl. As soon as I got a little bit better with it, I did jump out the window. I used my income tax check. I purchased a Heat Press Nation package, which came with some permanent vinyl, some HTV, and I just got busy and continued and continued and continued and continued. So if you see me on Facebook, or if you see me on TikTok, and you see me on Instagram, I'm posting stuff from back in 2019, 2020, and still putting steel at the top of all of this because, yo, I'm still doing this. I'm still actively doing what I set out to do, and I love this. I can honestly say I do love this. I like the fact that I can show somebody my mistake and they can learn from it. I like the fact that you can start off doing any one of these things that I'm doing and scale it so long as you stay consistent with it. I know y'all, I'm looking down. I hate looking up because of this bright light, but it was fitting. I'm going to go wound this up. If you guys have any more questions, I'm here for y'all. I'm trying to get them answered. Like, what did you get done today? Alright, y'all, well, let you in. I think it's been like an hour and 20 minutes or something like that. I would love to go live a lot more. Definitely going to be bringing some more content from the sneaker shows. I do got a sneaker con coming up May 19th. And anybody planning on going to any printing shows that's coming up? I think there's Graphics Pro coming up in Las Vegas here pretty soon. which is in September. But there's some other things that's going on this summer. If you guys are going to any of the events, record it, tag me in it. I usually go to some of the printing shows. This year I laid a little bit back as far as printing shows, getting more engaged with the sneaker community as I am trying to cross over into the sneaker community. One, I love sneakers, and two, I make shirts, so it only makes sense to me. And for some odd reason, a lot of printers don't cross over to the shoes, and a lot of shoe people, they cross over into the printer side, but just for like one shirt or something. I'm not too sure. But yo, I'm done, y'all. Well, at least for tonight, I'm done. I'll be back at it tomorrow. Y'all have a blessed, productive night. Take care. Go spend some time with your loved ones. It's your time to relax, big chill. It's your time to work. You should know the saying by now. Less grit.